book besties. So I just finished His Hollow Heart and Her Broken Pieces by Rachel Leigh, or Leigh. Sorry if I'm screwing up your last name, I'm apologetic. And I rated this series overall a 4.75. I actually loved this series. I was not expecting what happened in the series at all. I went into it low-key kind of blind, and I was all like, you know what? I'm gonna go into it and hopefully enjoy it, and if not, that's what happens. You know, you can't love every book series, okay? But I just loved like the twists and turns it takes you on. Like, you aren't expecting some of the things that happens, and you're like you get into it, and it starts off like they're kids. They are in a low-key an orphanage, okay? It's like a house for kids who need to be placed up, like who are up for adoption. Kind of like one of those group houses. That's what it's called, a group house. So they meet when they're kids, but from the start they're like best friends. They are supposed to get adopted together one day, and then he gets in trouble for something and they're not adopted together. But before they get adopted, or before she gets adopted, he makes her promise that no matter what, they're gonna stay together. Like, she's not, like, if he gets in trouble and doesn't get adopted, then she's not going to get adopted either. Yeah, she breaks that promise. Because, like, I don't really think he thought that through. Like, if they got adopted together, then legally they'd be brother and sister, and then they couldn't really be together. You know what I mean? So, like, they're not blood related, so like maybe could, but like in the eyes of the law, they're related. So this book follows Isabella, or Bella, and Callum. Cal. And like I said, they meet in the group home, and she gets adopted and by a different family, and then a little while later he gets adopted by a couple who had just recently lost their son, and he was like the exact lookalike for their kid. Yeah, I'm not getting into that relationship with you because it's dark and twisty, and you need to read the series if you want to know what happens. So fast forward 12 years, and she is an interior designer, even though that's not what she wanted to go to school for. She was kind of guilted into going to a local college by her family instead of going to like an art school like Juilliard for piano. So she became an interior designer, and she is hired by Ellis Corporation to design one of their massive hotels, resorts, kinds of things. And she is just out of college, okay? So it's like she is very lucky to get this opportunity, and she's like, I don't understand why I got this opportunity. Like, I have no experience, nothing. Until she gets there and meets Mr. Ellis. And Mr. Ellis, as you can tell, is Cal. And he grew up really rough. Really rough. And so he wants kind of like revenge on her, but at the same time, like, wants her in his life forever and won't let her go, kind of thing. So that's the whole point of like getting her there and signing this contract. And in the contract, which she didn't read, states that they're gonna get married, and she's gonna like give him a child and all this stuff. So, and then it turns into this like, so like you're there and like they're getting together, and she's falling for him all over again, and at the end of the first book, it's just like, what just happened? And then the second book picks up right where like the first one left off, and so you're just like, okay, I need to figure out what just happened at the end of the first book, because I'm so freaking like, why is this happening right now? Like, you think they're about to get their happily ever after, and then they don't, and you're like, why? Don't worry, it comes. You just have to wait for it. It was a great series. I honestly loved it, and I'm excited to meet Rachel Leigh at the book signing convention that I'm going to in October. Yeah, if you haven't read His Hollow Heart or Her Broken Pieces by Rachel Leigh, I would definitely recommend it. Thanks for watching this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.